The history of Wingello as a township begins in 1824, and one William Mannix writing to the then Surveyor General to request the purchase of a land plot named Wanglo. This wasn't located in what would be the village, but several kilometres to the west on the Great South Road, what's now the Hume Highway. A stockade was later built here in 1834, and 10 years later was converted into a coaching station named the White Horse Inn. In 1868 though, the railway, at this point single track, reached the Wingello area on its way to Goulburn and destinations further south. At first, no station was provided, but in 1871 a siding and platform were built, and this allowed the town to develop. Among the landmarks in the town today are the village hall, Casburn Park, the Bill O'Reilly Oval, named after the famous cricketer who spent part of his childhood here in the late 1910s, a rural fire service station featuring a mural which was added after the Black Summer bushfires, and the Wingello Village Store, which has operated from here since 1883. As well as a shop, the store functions as a petrol pump, post office and cafe, with some of the best coffee I've had. They also have a blue box, which my friend was fascinated by. The original platform from 1871 is Platform 1, with the building being opened that year. Constructed of weatherboard, it includes a booking office, signal box, waiting room and toilets, the latter two remaining open today. The signal box, a Type F, was a 1915 addition along with the duplication of the line to control access to the various loops and sidings around the station, but built to blend with the building to which it's attached. Here's a 2019 shot of the interior, the empty shelf previously containing telegraph equipment, which is similar to that preserved at Bundanoon. The box remained in use until the early 2000s. Also added in 1915 was Platform 2 to serve the new Down Line, along with a smaller building built in a similar style to the 1871 building opposite. This features a waiting room, which is still open, and another room, which isn't. Wingello also retains an out-of-shed on Platform 1 and two other small buildings, one of which is likely a lamp room. Both platform buildings are good examples of the construction eras to which they belong, especially seeing as Penrose and Talong, on either side of Wingello, have lost most of theirs. Wingello's Platform 1 building is in fact one of the oldest in the area, even older than the similar buildings at Exeter and Bundanoon. Not Marulan though, that opened in 1868. What Wingello has lost, however, is most of its yard, a victim of rationalisation over the years. All that remains now is a single dead-end siding on either side of the line north of the station and a pair of crossovers, which are now locked shut. The one-time up loop south of the station, visible in this Brad Peadon photograph, remained until at least 2004, but is now gone. What very much isn't gone are Wingello's heritage station signs, which coexist with the modern orange signage. There are two bar and circle London Underground style signs at the north end of the platform and two simpler signs at the south end. These we'll see in a minute. The name Wingello is an anglicised version of the Gundungurra word Wanglo, which was used to name Mannix's plot of land back in 1824. Seemingly reflecting the number of bushfires Wingello has faced over the years, Wanglo is the Gundungurra word for fire or to burn. Thankfully, there were no fires on 30th December, which is good, as it's time for more trains. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and the days of Auld Lang Syne? And surely you will buy a cup, and surely I'll buy mine. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for the sake of Auld Lang Syne.